Everybody, we have Josh and Spiritbox here. Super stoked. We have a custom bass. Tell us about your background. Where did you come from and how did you get here?
Well, I've played in a variety of metal bands over the years and stuff. And about a year ago, I left my previous band around the same time as Spiritbox was looking for a bassist. So started playing with these guys then. And over the past year, I've just been kind of looking into how can I get my live bass tone even more solid. It's always been Dingwall since, I started playing with them and before with my old band. But, for this tuning especially, it's been a journey to kind of get into that. Okay, we're doing F sharp for the low string. We're playing 168 for the low string.
So F sharp standard?
It's actually drop F sharp. So it's F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, B, E.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand F sharp. They go, well, it's so low, it's 22 hertz or roughly. You can't hear it, but that's not exactly true. So tell us your experience with F sharp.
My experience with it is that, scientifically, that's where, I guess the bass fundamental note of it is. But you're hearing, all those harmonics, so it still has, a tone that sounds and with these basses especially, in this gauge of string, you actually really do hear that, fundamental low F sharp. And for me, even, building the tone a lot of the time, I go through and I kind of carve out a little of the information that's not helping the fundamental note so that the fundamental kind of shines through even more, and I'll kind of boost that. So, it's been a journey again, trying to go what works, what sounds good with the guitar. Mike and I in Spiritbox, I use a distorted tone that's kind of blended with a clean tone, and that distorted tone is the same distorted tone he's using for his guitar, same cab and emboss and everything.
Wow.
So it kind of blends in together, so where the guitar starts cutting off is where the bass hugs it, so it's kind of one instrument, but it doesn't stick out too much over the guitar.
And so, as a musician, I always wanted to play on big stages, never got the opportunity. We're here at the Wiltern in Los Angeles, and it's not only a big stage, it's a beautiful stage.
Yeah.
F sharp, what does that feel like? When you do a sound check and you get a chance to just throttle into it.
It's amazing, we play with in-ears, so you don't get as much of that stage feedback, but we recently started running cabs again, live on stage, and they're side-washed cabs, so I'm over there on stage right playing, and I have a bass cab about 5 feet from me. When I hit that first open note, it's just
does the system start to feedback control?
No, it could probably. I'm sure it could. I usually don't ring out long enough for its feedback, but yeah, you guys will hear it tonight. It sounds really, really awesome. And Parker, our sound guy, does a great job of he makes the mix very bottom heavy in a pleasing way. Very
cool. Now, a lot of people look at the fan frets. They don't understand it. They're, like I was, afraid of them. What's your experience with them? What would you recommend to somebody who's never played multi-scale or fan frets before?
I would say before having any thoughts on it, just pick it up and play it, because for me, even just the way I'm holding the bass right now, my hand kind of naturally wants to fan this way anyway as I go up the neck. So it's actually not too much of an issue, I find, to anyone who I just hand it to and they're like, oh, that looks crazy. And I think nowadays, especially most modern metal is at least somewhat down-tuned. Even when I was in Drop C with my previous band, I was still playing the 4-string Dingwall.
I know the answer to this, but why would anybody want to play a Dingwall with multi-scale?
For me, and especially in Spiritbox, there would just be no other way to tune this low, I think, with stability, without having this extended scale. And something about the construction, I'm sure you guys know a lot more about the details of the wood and all that, but it's just, I'm always looking for that sine wave that's, if you're on a recording, when you hear the low note, you just want to hear it as stable and not wavering as possible. And I just found with tuning down on a 34-inch regular scale bass, you'd get that flarp, it would go sharp when you hit it and then fall flat after it sustains. And I find that with this, it stays very even. And also during the set, I go to tune and it's always in tune. Even after I've nailed it, at the end of the night, it's still in tune and I've barely touched it.
It's our 35th year, and we've been friends and partners with Darkglass for 10 years at least or more, and we collaborated with them on a pedal. Man, Franco did such a beautiful job. I'm kind of opening your present.
Yeah, I love it. I am holding this.
And would love for you to have it. It's one of 600.
Holy crap. This looks so sick.
Didn't they do a great job?
It's amazing. Yeah. I love I love the Dingwall logo on the pedal. That's
It's got modern tones, and if you dial it back, it's got mellow tones and everything in between.
amazing. Thank you so much.
Super expressive. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Phil.
So enjoy it.